So I foresee that he'll be able to get this contract, but I don't know. There's only a couple teams that can afford that type of bankroll for a pitcher to take out that much of the salary that they have allocated to their budget and be
Right,
able to be
that's
for
on
that
them.
long.
Right, you gotta either go over. There's no salary cap in baseball, so there's no excuse.
Right.
You either gonna go
Yeah.
over budget or you not to get the player or you not. I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. We're not gonna cry about that. If you want to
Mm,
outbid somebody, go do it. The Padres outbid the Yankees for Aaron Judge. He just chose to go back to the Yankees.
mm,
They offered him more money.
mm.
Yankees was like 330, right? Something like that. They were up near closer to 4 than the Yankees were. He just chose to go to the Yankees because it's not always about the money. It depends on a lot of times it depends on the franchise as well, right? Juan Soto went for the money, right? Juan Soto really, I don't think, grasped the difference between playing for the Yankees and the Mets, and that's not his fault because he's not from here, right? He don't get it. So that's cool. So he made the move. He went to the Mets and did what he had to do. Now, as far as pitchers go, contracts are changing, things are changing. So I don't think the years matter at all anymore. That's irrelevant because the years of the contract don't matter because nobody's staying for full contracts. You don't have players that's going to stay for 8, 9, 10, 11 years on a contract. For one, they're not going to be that good for that long.
I think, well, I happen to be, I mean, a little bit of a tangent here, but I happen to be of the belief that the Juan Soto deal might backfire tremendously, even though right now it's, I mean, they got their money's worth this year, even though he really didn't produce until the second half of the year. Once they start getting into them DH years, if they don't want him hogging up that 50 AAV, even though I know inflation, it's going to be hard to sell the other 7, 8 years that he has quality years worth of his contract. I get it, he's going into his 27 year of age year, but it's just weird to think about like somebody trying to like the rest of Juan Soto's contract at the age of 35. And I couldn't even imagine that for the pitcher. So let me ask you this, just on a different note.
Happens all the time.
With the respect of these pitchers, do you have a preference? Now, honestly, I can't wait for the year we get to see Hunter Green, and a couple other cats get at least tossed into the fray of this.
It's gonna take time. They start out in the fray. Hunter Green can't stay healthy. So until he can do that, he won't. If it's not, there's not brain science. If Hunter Green can stay healthy, and if he can, even on the lowly Reds, if he can stay healthy, but Hunter Green's another pitcher who will see his best days not on the team he's on right now. That's just how the game goes.
Wow.
Hunter Green's Red years, they're cool, but they're fleeting because as soon as he hit that market, you can't give him a bigger deal than you just gave him because to me he's injury prone. And you got to see at least 3 years that he can make 30 starts, right? You're not just throwing money around. You got to see that. He hasn't been able to show that. He can do it if he can stay healthy. He hasn't been able to stay healthy. So I don't think long-term deals for pitchers are what's up anymore anyway, right? As a pitcher, you want to get a short-term deal with big money. Like if I'm Skane, I'm looking for a 5-6 year deal, right? Like $50 million a year.
That would be I would want to get. I think Yamamoto is the threshold right now. Like that's the big horse. He's like in terms of, I mean, $325 million for, I want to say, what was it, like 6 or 8 years? Let me make sure. But that I think is the big goal. Let me see my Yamamoto. Yeah. Oh, yep. 325 for 12 years. Jesus.
Right, but again, you can't look at that. It's not a real contract. It's like Ohtani's contract. There's no such thing as deferring $500 million, right? Those are like fake contracts that the Dodgers, that people going to start doing more often in baseball. It's like, I'll pay you later. Like, we bleed in money, so who cares, right? Doesn't matter. We bleed in money, but we're going to have to lock you up for the rest of your career. Now, that money they gave him, that they guaranteed him, in 4 years, if he's still good, and the Dodgers are now not in their dynasty phase because it goes up and down, right? They're not spending any money anymore. Somebody else will overpay for him like they overpaid for DeGrom, like they overpaid for Scherzer, like they overpay. Like these guys get old and then you start throwing money at them because you're close, right? Skane gonna get paid. If you're the pitching position in baseball is prime, baby. Ain't no more important position. And no one is winning the World Series ever in history without having at least 2 top 15 pitchers in the game leading your rotation. So whoever gets game, he's going to be joining someone who already has an elite pitcher there. And they trying to form that 1-2 punch to go for it. None of these small guys going to even attempt to go for him, like you said, because he's top dollar. He's only one player, though. You could get him, you can't. If you can't get him, then you have to be more frugal and more handle your money more efficiently so that you can build a full team. Because even him going to one team doesn't guarantee anything. And Scuba, but those two guys, they're not going to go to, some teams. They're going to go to big-time teams who's a step away, or a franchise who could put out big money. They're going to take a chance right now and go out there and try to get them because they think they have a shot. And some teams just not going to spend the money, so they're not going to them, like you said. But I don't think it's about length of years. I think players get it now. They're like, nah, I'm not signing up for a long-term deal. I ain't talking about players from Japan. That's different. He wasn't going to get any more money from anybody else. I'm not signing up for a long-term deal to get locked in with this team. I'll go 4 or 5 years, right? 50 million. And then we'll see where we at. And we'll go again. Why? Because the market goes up, right? What you thinking about 3 years ago paying pitchers? It doesn't matter because 5 years from now, $50 million going to be a bargain.
Yeah, but Scooble more so than Skeens is at a very crucial inflection point for his career.
Because he's 28. He got to get paid right now.
Like that 30, that 3, once that gets put in front of your age,
the numbers drop.